Hello, superheroes and supervillains. It's your friend Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to a brand new movie review on my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well recently. And today's brand new movie review I'm going to review on my channel. I'm going to review on Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Yes, I'm going to review on Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. This film is released on Netflix in the December of 2022. This film was directed by the legendary Guillermo del Toro, and this movie stars Ewan McGregor as that cricket character and other cast members. And so the plot for this movie is about Geppetto and his beloved son Pinocchio, and then they both live in a nice town in Italy, set in an old century, but then things go horribly wrong after they trying to building a Catholic church, trying to finish the Jesus Christ cross in the Catholic church, but things going horribly wrong when some random planes come by in the town, try to blow the whole town up. But the father character wants to help his son to get out of the church, but the church exploded and his son died. Years later, Geppetto, feeling very old and depressed, his son is gone. He had to get some trees and try to build a wooden puppet to be like his similar son. But while Geppetto wants his blessing to see his son back, but this fairy creature wants to give his blessing to see his son again. But throughout the movie, Geppetto did not seem that he was hoping to be. Now it's up with the cricket character. Keep a close eye on Pinocchio, but things hope not going very wrong while set in the World War II in the late 30s and early 40s. And that's plot for this movie. So, after I watched Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio on Netflix, what's my opinion on this film? In my personal opinion, I love Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is easily one of my favorite animated movies of 2022 and the best animated movie on Netflix, hands down, because this is probably the best version of Pinocchio since the Walt Disney animated movie. Look, I haven't seen the original Disney animated movie. Came out in 1940. I was born on August 29, 2002. The original animated Pinocchio movie, which is nice 2D animation, came out in 1940, decades ago, since Walt Disney's first animated movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I haven't seen the version of Pinocchio from Disney. Well, I love Disney, by the way. It's my favorite animated company in the world. I love watching Disney movies from the old days of Walt and the Disney Renaissance from the early 90s. But for Pinocchio, I'm gonna watch it. I'll check this film out on Disney Plus one day. At least that one is way better than the 2022 remake on Disney Plus, which I heard not good things about it. I'm not watching that because Disney live-action remakes nowadays, as a Disney fan, it gets not the worst, it just sometimes gets overstayed its welcome. But after I watched Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio on Netflix, I gotta say, wow, this is easily the best animated movie I've seen from 2022, and the best version of this beloved fairy tale creature, hands down, because this version of Pinocchio is very dark and very mature. This is probably the most mature Pinocchio movie I've seen in an adaptation of Pinocchio. Man, this film is so dark and mature. Things are just taking itself into a whole new direction. I do love this different take of Pinocchio, seeing a bit mature and very dark, but there's some fun and nice moments, lighthearted moments, especially in the end credits scene with the cricket singing a song, voiced by Ewan McGregor, better known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I do think the end credits song was awesome. But some of the moments, while setting in the late 30s and early 40s during World War II, man, this is the most darkest one I have ever seen, in a great way. So yeah, I love Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio because this is honestly the best version I've seen from him and the best animated movie on Netflix. So yeah, let's get into the story. So the story for this movie, this is probably the most different adaptation of Pinocchio. In the Disney version, we've seen a bit of moments of Geppetto wants to build a wooden puppet to see his son again, but the fairy wants to bring the puppet to life while the crickets keep an eye on him. And you know the premise of Pinocchio. You've seen some versions of every media of this character, but this one, I love this version. It's taken to a whole new level when we see we see Geppetto's normal son back in the opening scene of the movie. It is very heartwarming and emotional to watch. This is honestly the most emotional and darkest openings I've seen in an animated movie. Man, you might cry watching the opening of the movie. I almost shed a tear to my eyes. Also, I just really love the story. Very original and very different. As for the animation, this is honestly the best stop motion animation I've seen in a long time. God, I love stop motion. I just really love the character designs, the character animation, the character look on the humans. I kind of give me a Leica vibes because I just love the human effects on some of the characters with these big nose like expressions. I thought this film gave me Leica vibes, like gave me Box Trolls vibes watching Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Even the backgrounds felt like I'm watching a Leica movie, like Box Trolls, in a great way, because I got some Leica vibes to it, like Box Trolls. So yeah, I love the stop motion. Very creative, very gorgeous to look at. I just love the backgrounds overall. And as for the characters, lovable characters. I love all the characters, starting with Pinocchio. I love Pinocchio in this movie. I just really love his model looks. He's a little bit different. We see some other versions, but I love this one. Give me vibes of a Groot like look from Guardians of the Galaxy, but he kind of, that version of Pinocchio looks like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. As for Geppetto in this movie, this is honestly the most mature Geppetto I've seen in a Pinocchio adaptation. Man, he was so mature and dark, because I do understand his pain where it's coming from. But as for the others, like the cricket character, voiced by Ian McGregor, he did an awesome job voicing this character, because Ian McGregor is an awesome actor, by the way. As for the other characters, like some of the Italy people from the town Geppetto knows, I do like some of the characters, like the puppet-like character, the main villain, this puppet-like character who wants to make a puppet show. This is honestly the most darkest one I've seen from this version. I do love his villain song when he is trying to make money and trying to make a puppet show from the circus. I do love his villain song, by the way. Also, I do love his Pinocchio's human boyfriend, voiced by Finn Wolfhard, but I don't know as the character from Stranger Things, but I'm glad he did a good job voicing this character, being a good friend to him from the military camp. I do love this character. They have great friendship. So yeah. As for the musical numbers, like the songs are very perfect. I do love all the songs. It's very catchy and very, very beautiful. I have no issues with the song. My favorite song of the whole movie has to be the end credits, when the cricket character sings throughout the end credits. I thought it was a lot of fun. Overall, no negatives. This is honestly the best animated movie of 2022, with beautiful writing, lovable characters, great animation, and beautiful animation and song. This is honestly the best version since the Disney version, which I've never seen the Disney version, but I'll watch it on Disney+. But at least it's better than the god-awful remake. Yeah, not watching it. Overall, beautiful movie, and gets a totally wicked score with a 10 out of 10. With that's my movie review, get totally wicked.